Brother, not every smile that warms you comes from love. Some women wear affection like perfume, sweet, charming, but gone the moment the wind changes. You could give her your time, your effort, even your soul, and still she might drift away. Because loyalty doesn't grow from comfort, it grows from character. And character can't be bought, no matter how much you give or how deeply you love. Some people are simply made to take more than they give. They live off attention, draining you slowly until all that's left is confusion and the echo of what you thought was love. So before you lose yourself trying to keep her, listen. You must learn to see what's real beneath what shines. You must learn the difference between love that grows and desire that only consumes. Some women aren't looking for connection. They're looking for control, validation, or escape. And when you meet one like that, no amount of your goodness will ever make her stay. There's one kind of woman whose loyalty is chained to what you can give her, not who you are. She doesn't love you. She loves the world you build around her. The dinners, the gifts, the sense of status that comes from standing beside a man who provides. You think it's affection, but it's transaction. And the moment your pocket's quiet, her heart follows. You'll see it in small things first. The fading spark when you stop giving. The sudden distance when you say no. The way her smile dies when the gifts do. Her love isn't love at all. It's a contract signed in convenience. And brother, you can't compete with an empty appetite. If her joy depends on what you offer, she'll chase whoever offers more. That's why trying to buy loyalty is a fool's trade. Affection bought must always be rebought, and every payment takes a piece of your peace. When a woman loves the shine, not the soul, she's already planning her exit the moment the light dims. But sometimes, it's not the gifts, it's the games. You meet her, she seems perfect. Her eyes light up when she looks at you, her words sound like forever. But weeks in, she's still on dating apps, still swiping, still just browsing. She says it's nothing, she says it's habit. But brother, understand this. Anyone still searching isn't settled. If she's still scrolling through strangers, she's keeping doors open she has no business keeping. That's not indecision. That's preparation. A woman who truly wants you deletes her distractions. She closes her loops. She stops exploring because she's found her home. But when she keeps looking, it's because she's still curious what else might be out there. You might think she's loyal because she hasn't left, but her heart already has. A woman doesn't cheat when she finds someone new. She cheats when she starts comparing. And then there's the quiet one, the secretive woman. You know her by her silence. Her phone never leaves her side. Her eyes flicker when you ask who's texting. Her laughter softens into secrecy. She guards her screen like a gate, and the moment you walk into the room, she hides her world. It's not paranoia to notice, it's perception. Secrecy is the breeding ground of betrayal. Loyalty doesn't live behind passwords and panic. A woman who's transparent will have nothing to hide. But a woman protecting her second life will make you question your first instinct. And that instinct, the one that tells you something's wrong, isn't jealousy. It's wisdom. Your gut doesn't lie. It whispers truth your mind is afraid to face. Don't let her convince you that you're crazy for sensing the storm. If you feel distance, it's because she's already walking away emotionally. But sometimes the secret isn't new. It's old. It's a past she won't let die. You'll hear her say, "We're just friends." That's the oldest lie dressed in the softest voice. When she still talks to her ex, she's keeping an emotional escape route. She's leaving a door open, just in case things with you don't work out. You might think it's harmless, that she's being mature, but brother, there's nothing mature about keeping an old flame alive while building something new. If she still texts him, still laughs at his jokes, still checks on him, she's not done. She's rehearsing nostalgia while pretending to move forward. And when you argue, when things get tough, he's the one she'll turn to for comfort. Not you. The past will always outbid the present if it's still in her heart. A woman who truly wants to build with you burns her bridges. The one who keeps them intact is planning her retreat. You see, men often mistake silence for strength. They believe ignoring small things makes them secure. But silence doesn't protect you. It grants permission. What you tolerate becomes your future. What you avoid confronting will destroy you slowly. You don't stop betrayal by being quiet. You stop it by recognizing when your value is being tested. And what about the woman who hides you? You're with her. You share your days, your nights, your dreams. But somehow, you're invisible in her world. Her friends don't know your name. Her social media still says single. Her family has never heard of you. She says she's private, but privacy protects peace, not people. When someone hides you, it's not privacy. It's preparation. She's keeping her options open, crafting a story that lets her slip away without guilt. If she truly values you, she'll be proud of you. She'll speak of you when you're not around. She'll want people to see who she's chosen. But when she hides you, brother, understand, you're not her choice, you're her convenience. And the sad part? Most men confuse secrecy for shyness. They think, she just doesn't like attention. But in truth, she doesn't like accountability. And then comes the woman who calls every man her friend. You walk into her life and realize you're surrounded. She's always chatting, always meeting, always catching up with another guy. You tell yourself not to be insecure, but something feels off. You can't fight the feeling because deep down you know men don't orbit women out of platonic curiosity. They orbit because they're waiting for their chance. She'll tell you, they're like my brothers. But brothers don't stare that long or text that late. Those men are patient predators disguised as friends, and if she keeps them close, she's feeding her ego with their attention. It's emotional validation disguised as friendship. Every message, every compliment, every little flirtation fills the void you can't. And if she keeps drinking from that well, don't be surprised when her thirst leads her elsewhere. Men often think setting boundaries makes them insecure, but boundaries don't cage love, they clarify it. If she resents your standards, it's because she benefits from your confusion. The right woman will understand your need for peace, not challenge it. And then there's a truth men whisper but never say out loud. The woman with a long past. You see, every connection leaves an imprint. The more hearts she's tangled with, the less weight each bond carries. When she's given herself too easily, she's learned detachment as a defense. She's trained her soul to move on before it even settles. You might think you're the one to change her, the one who'll make her stay, but you're fighting her history, not her heart. Every man before you has written a line in her book, and she's learned to close chapters without closure. At first, her experience feels exciting. She's confident, open, unafraid. But that openness hides exhaustion. She's not looking for depth anymore. She's looking for distraction. And when things feel too real, she'll run. Because comfort scares those who've only known chaos. You'll think she's bored, but really, she's scared to attach again. She's addicted to beginnings, allergic to commitment. And no matter how pure your intentions, you can't rewrite her patterns if she's still loyal to her freedom more than your bond. But the deepest wound of all isn't from the one who lies, or hides, or wanders. It's from the one who simply doesn't love you. She might play the part. Warm words, soft touches, shared plans. But it's all a performance stitched together by convenience. She doesn't love you. She loves the feeling of being loved. She loves the comfort of your effort, the ease of your presence, the safety of your stability. But not you. When a woman doesn't love you, her soul doesn't stay still. She keeps searching even while she's beside you. She'll tell herself she's confused, that she needs space, that she's just figuring things out. But what she's really doing is testing how far she can go before losing you. You'll see it in her indifference. She no longer gets angry, no longer argues, no longer cares. That silence isn't peace, it's absence. She's already gone, emotionally, spiritually, just waiting for the right moment to leave physically. She'll keep the relationship alive like a ghost house, pretty from the outside, empty within. Love without depth becomes a stage play. She'll rehearse affection, mimic emotion, even cry when cornered, but her heart won't mean it. When love isn't real, cheating isn't a betrayal, it's an inevitability. Because if her soul isn't tied to you, there's nothing sacred to break. And here's where most men lose themselves. They think if they love harder, she'll feel it too. If they give more, she'll see their worth. But love isn't persuasion. You can't convince someone to care. You can only accept when they don't. And acceptance, brother, is your salvation. The strongest thing you can do isn't to chase what's leaving, it's to stop running after what doesn't choose you. You must stop fighting for the kind of love that needs constant proof. Because real love doesn't ask you to earn it every day, it meets you halfway. It doesn't hide behind "we're complicated" or "I'm not ready." Real love shows up without confusion. The wrong woman will cost you your peace, your confidence, your time. She'll turn you into a man always explaining, always proving, always walking on eggshells. She'll make you forget who you were before you met her. But the right woman? She becomes your mirror. She reflects your strength, multiplies your calm, and builds with you instead of draining you. You don't need to hate the ones who hurt you. You just need to learn from them. Pain is the tuition of wisdom, and every heartbreak teaches you how to see clearer. The lesson isn't that love is dangerous, it's that blindness is. And when you finally stop chasing validation, you'll notice something. Peace feels better than passion that keeps you anxious. A quiet morning beside the right soul will always be worth more than 1,000 nights spent proving your worth to the wrong one. Let go of the fantasy that you can fix someone who doesn't want to be whole. Save that energy for the woman who meets you where you are and still wants to grow. Because the right woman won't need convincing. She'll choose you, proudly, completely, and without hesitation. When love is real, brother, it feels quiet, steady, grounded. There's no guessing, no chasing, no wondering what she's doing when you're not around. Her presence doesn't drain you, it settles you. The right woman won't make you earn peace, she'll share it with you. And when you speak, she'll listen, not to reply, but to understand. That kind of connection doesn't rush. It doesn't compete. It simply grows like roots under the soil, unseen but unshakable. But most men never reach that peace because they're addicted to chaos. They mistake drama for depth, confusion for chemistry. The storm feels exciting, so they stay. But storms never build homes. They only teach you what needs to be rebuilt. Every time you chase the woman who keeps you guessing, you drift further from the man you could become. The right woman doesn't test your patience. She strengthens your focus. And here's the truth that hurts until it heals. Sometimes you'll meet good women at the wrong time and broken women when you're ready to love right. That's not punishment, it's preparation. You learn through the ones who didn't stay how to recognize the one who will. Pain isn't the enemy. It's the teacher that strips away illusion until all that remains is honesty. Don't let bitterness turn you cold. Let awareness make you wise. You don't need revenge, you need release. You don't need to prove what she lost. You just need to remember what you gained. Clarity. Every heartbreak clears the fog from your eyes. Every betrayal reminds you that loyalty isn't found. It's mirrored. You attract who you are, not who you want. So become the man you wish she saw, and the right woman will see you without effort. Understand this. The moment you stop chasing validation, you become magnetic. Because a man at peace is rare, and rarity draws what chaos can't keep. A calm heart, a clear purpose, a life built on self-respect. That's what love respects. Stop begging to be chosen by the ungrateful. Choose yourself and watch who starts matching your energy instead of draining it. One day you'll look back and thank the woman who broke you, because she taught you the difference between attention and affection, between interest and intention. You'll realize she wasn't your loss, she was your awakening. Without her deception, you wouldn't have learned discernment. Without her leaving, you wouldn't have learned self-worth. Sometimes God removes people because you were praying for peace, and they were the disturbance. And when you finally meet the one meant for you, it won't feel like a prize you won. It'll feel like a place you arrived. There won't be anxiety, no games, no guessing. Just mutual effort, quiet trust, and a love that feels like home after a long war. You'll look at her and realize peace was never supposed to be this rare. So walk with awareness. Don't let loneliness trick you into entertaining what drains you. Don't let beauty blind you to behavior. Don't let desire silence your intuition. A man's strength isn't in how much he endures, but in how early he recognizes what isn't for him. Walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom disguised as distance. Brother, protect your heart the way you protect your dreams, because the wrong love can cost you both. But when the right woman finds you, you'll know. She won't compete with your purpose, she'll become part of it. And in that stillness, you'll understand what real connection feels like. No drama, no fear, no pretending, just two souls choosing peace over performance. That's when you'll realize loyalty isn't something you search for in others. It's something you cultivate in yourself until it attracts what reflects it. And that's when love finally becomes what it was meant to be. Not a battlefield, but a sanctuary.